me, 24 years old, certified broke boy. At least, that's what my ex-girlfriend called me. I'm working 2 jobs. Day shift, I'm an apprentice carpenter. I spend 8 hours a day covered in sawdust, hauling lumber, learning how to frame houses. Night shift, I deliver pizzas in a 2008 Honda Civic that sounds like a lawnmower fighting a blender. I'm tired, my hands are calloused, my back hurts, but I have a plan. I'm saving every penny to get my general contractor's license. I want to build things. I want to own a business. But building an empire takes time, and time is not a currency accepted by Tiffany. Tiffany, 22 years old, aspiring lifestyle influencer. Her job is taking pictures of acai bowls and complaining that the lighting in our apartment isn't aesthetic enough. She doesn't pay rent. She says her contribution to the household is vibes and clout. I pay for the groceries. I pay for the Wi-Fi she uses to upload TikToks about how hard her life is. I love her, or I think I do. I'm blinded by the fact that she's a solid 9 out of 10 in the looks department, but a solid 2 out of 10 in the soul department. It happens on a Tuesday. I come home from the pizza shift. It's 11 p.m. I smell like pepperoni and exhaustion. I walk in the door holding a surprise. I saved up for 3 weeks to buy her this gold necklace she wanted. It's not the heavy diamond-encrusted one she pointed out in Vogue, but it's real gold. It cost me 40 hours of overtime. I walk into the living room. Tiffany is sitting on the couch. The TV is off. She's wearing her serious conversation face. There are suitcases by the door, 3 of them. Louis Vuitton knockoffs I bought her for her birthday last year. "Hey babe," I say, "going somewhere?" She doesn't look at me. She looks at her phone. "We need to talk, OP." "Okay," I say. I put the pizza box down. I finger the small velvet box in my pocket. "I'm leaving," she says. "Leaving? Like, to your parents?" "No, leaving you." She finally looks up. Her eyes are cold, like a shark looking at a seal that isn't fatty enough to bother eating. "I can't do this anymore, OP. The struggle, the budgeting, the coupons." "Tiffany, we're building something," I plead. "I'm almost done with my apprenticeship. Next year," she cuts me off. "Next year isn't now. I'm 22. I'm in my prime. I deserve to be spoiled." She stands up. "I met someone." The words hit me like a 2x4 to the chest. "Who?" "His name is Bryce. He's in crypto. He has a Tesla." Of course his name is Bryce. Of course he has a Tesla. "He's taking me to Cabo next week," she says, grabbing her bag. "He knows how to treat a woman of my value." She walks to the door. She pauses. "Don't take it personally, OP. You're a nice guy. You're just stagnant. You have a poverty mindset." She leaves. I hear a car honk outside. I look out the window. A white Model X. Gullwing doors open. She hops in. The car speeds away silently. I am left standing in an empty apartment that smells like pepperoni. I reach into my pocket. I pull out the necklace. I throw it across the room. It hits the wall with a pathetic tink. For the next 6 months, I cease to exist as a human being. I become a machine. I channel all the heartbreak, the rage, and the poverty mindset comments into work. I quit the pizza job. I take double shifts at the construction site. I impress the foreman. Big Mike. Big Mike is a legend. 6 feet 5 inches, looks like a grizzly bear, scares the hell out of everyone. He likes me because I don't talk. I just work. "You got demons, kid," Mike says one day while we're framing a roof. "Yeah," I say. "Good. Demons build houses faster than angels. Pass me the nail gun." I get my contractor's license. I start taking side jobs on weekends. Decks, pergolas, custom shelving. I'm good at it. Really good. Word spreads in the wealthy neighborhoods. There's this young guy, OP. He's cheap, he's fast, and he cleans up after himself. In the world of contractors, showing up on time and not leaving cigarette butts on the lawn makes you a god. I start making money, real money. I buy a truck, a Silverado, not a Tesla, a working man's truck. I get a new apartment. I hit the gym because lifting lumber isn't enough. I put on 15 pounds of muscle. I grow a beard. I stop looking like a boy. I look like a man who builds things. Then comes the job that changes everything. I get a call from a number I don't recognize. "Is this OP Construction?" Voice is smooth, female, mature. Speaking. "Hi, my name is Evelyn. My friend Sarah recommended you. I need a custom gazebo built in my backyard, and I need it done before my summer garden party. I'm booked out for 3 weeks, ma'am. I'll pay double. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. I pull up to the address. It's not a house, it's an estate, gated driveway, manicured lawn that looks like a golf course. Massive colonial-style mansion. I park the truck, I grab my clipboard, I walk to the front door. The door opens before I knock. Be her. Evelyn. 45 years old, but looks 35. She makes Tiffany look like a sketchpad drawing. Evelyn is the finished masterpiece. Tall, elegantly dressed in a white linen sundress, dark hair tied back loosely. She smells like lavender and expensive wine. You must be OP, she says. She smiles. It's not a customer service smile. It's a warm, genuine smile. Yes, ma'am. Here to look at the gazebo site. Please call me Evelyn. Ma'am makes me feel like my mother. We walk to the backyard. She explains what she wants. She knows what she's talking about. She talks about cedar versus redwood. She talks about load-bearing beams. My ex-husband was an architect, she explains. I picked up a few things before I kicked him out. Why did you kick him out? I ask. I shouldn't have asked. Unprofessional. She laughs. He traded me in for a 24-year-old yoga instructor. Said he needed someone fresh. She rolls her eyes. Men and their midlife crises. Cliché, really. I feel a pang of sympathy. I get it, I say. My ex left me for a crypto bro. Said I had a poverty mindset. Evelyn stops walking. She looks at me. Really looks at me, up and down. Her loss, she says softly. You seem to be doing just fine. I blush. I'm a 24-year-old construction worker blushing because a sophisticated older woman complimented me. I'll write up the quote, I say. I get the job. I spend the next 2 weeks in Evelyn's backyard. It's July. It's hot. I'm working with my shirt off half the time because the heat index is 100. Every day at noon, Evelyn comes out. She brings a tray, fresh lemonade, sandwiches, not generic ham and cheese, prosciutto, brie, fig jam on artisanal baguette. You need fuel, she says. She sits on the patio furniture and watches me work. We start talking. At first, it's small talk. Then it gets deeper. I tell her about my dad leaving when I was 10. She tells me about building this house with her ex, how empty it feels now that her daughter is grown up and moved out. My daughter is complicated, Evelyn says, sipping iced tea. She's very focused on image. I tried to raise her to value substance, but her father spoiled her. Sounds familiar, I say. She never visits, Evelyn says, unless she needs money. There is a sadness in her eyes that breaks my heart. This woman is incredible. She's smart. She's funny. She's successful. She owns a chain of boutique day spas. And she's lonely, just like me. On the last day of the job, I'm packing up my tools. The gazebo is finished. It's beautiful. Cedar wood, intricate lattice work. Evelyn walks out. She's holding 2 glasses of white wine. To a job well done, she says, handing me one. It's 4 p.m., Evelyn, I say, smiling. It's 5 p.m. somewhere. Drink up, OP. We stand under the gazebo. The sun is setting. The light hits her face. She looks breathtaking. So, she says, what now? You go off to the next job? Monday, I say, taking the weekend off. Me too, she says. I have tickets to the symphony on Saturday. My date canceled. She looks at me over the rim of her glass. Do you own a suit, OP? I do. I wore it to court when I got a speeding ticket once. She laughs, a full belly laugh. Pick me up at 7. Don't be late. I buy a new suit, navy blue, tailored. I look in the mirror. I don't see the pizza boy anymore. I see a man. I pick her up. When she opens the door, my jaw hits the porch. Black evening gown, diamonds. She looks like royalty. You clean up nice, she says, adjusting my tie. Her fingers linger on my chest for a second too long. The electric shock goes straight to my toes. The date is perfect. We talk for hours. We skip the symphony after the first act because we're bored. We go to a dive bar and play pool in our formal wear. She hustles me. She beats me 3 games in a row. Misspent youth, she winks. We end up back at her place, in the kitchen, eating leftover prosciutto sandwiches at 2 a.m. I kiss her. I expect her to pull away. I'm too old for you, she might say. I'm your client, she might say. She doesn't. She kisses me back, with passion, with hunger. Took you long enough, she whispers. We start dating, secretly at first, then openly. It's the best relationship of my life. No games, no poverty mindset lectures. We cook together, we travel. She teaches me about wine. I teach her how to drive a manual transmission truck. We are happy. 3 months in, I'm staying over at her place. I'm looking for the bathroom in the middle of the night. I take a wrong turn down a hallway I haven't been in. There's a gallery wall of family photos. Evelyn and her ex-husband. Evelyn holding a baby. Evelyn at a graduation. I freeze. I stare at the graduation photo. The girl in the cap and gown. The smile, the eyes. Tiffany, my ex-girlfriend. Evelyn is Tiffany's mom. My stomach drops to my knees. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I lean against the wall. The pieces fit. Daughter is complicated. Father spoiled her. Never visits unless she needs money. Oh God. I go back to bed. I stare at the ceiling. Evelyn stirs. She puts an arm across my chest. You okay, baby? She mumbles. I look at her. I love this woman. I really love her. Does it matter? Does it make me a bad person? Or is this the universe handing me the ultimate Uno reverse card? I'm fine, I say, and I realize I am. I'm not doing this for revenge. I'm doing this because Evelyn is everything Tiffany will never be. But the revenge is going to be a nice bonus. 2 weeks later, it's nearing Thanksgiving. Evelyn is stressed. She's actually coming this year, Evelyn says, chopping vegetables aggressively. Tiffany called. She's bringing the love of her life. Bryce, I ask. Evelyn freezes. How did you know his name? Shoot. Lucky guess, typical finance bro name. She buys it. Well, yes, Bryce. Apparently he's a visionary, which means unemployed with rich parents. She wipes her hands. OP, I want you to be there. At Thanksgiving? Yes, you're my boyfriend. I want her to meet you. I want her to see I'm happy. She looks nervous. I know it might be weird. She's close to your age, but I don't care. I walk over to her. I hug her from behind. I'll be there, I say. I can't wait to meet her. Thanksgiving Day. I arrive early. I help Evelyn cook. I'm wearing a cashmere sweater Evelyn bought me. I'm wearing the Rolex she gave me for my birthday. Too much? I asked when she gave it to me. You work with your hands, she said. You deserve something beautiful on your wrist. The doorbell rings. Showtime, Evelyn whispers. She squeezes my hand. Stay in the kitchen for a second. Let me greet them. I wait. I hear the door open. Mom! Tiffany's voice, high-pitched, fake. Hi, darling. You look expensive. Thanks, this is Bryce. Sup, a male voice says. Come in. Dinner is almost ready. I have someone I want you to meet. Oh, did you finally hire a butler? Tiffany laughs. No, Evelyn says. Her voice turns steel. My boyfriend. Boyfriend? Tiffany scoffs. Mom, please, don't tell me it's the pool boy. Actually, Evelyn says, he's a contractor, and he's in the kitchen. I take a deep breath. I walk out. Time to stop time. I walk into the foyer. Tiffany is standing there. She looks the same, still beautiful, but she looks tired. Her makeup is a little too heavy. Bryce is standing next to her. He's wearing a suit that costs more than my truck, but fits him like a trash bag. He's typing on his phone. Tiffany looks up. Her eyes lock onto mine. Her smile drops. Her face goes pale, then red, then pale again. OP, she whispers. It comes out as a squeak. Evelyn looks between us, confused. You know each other? I smile, the smile of a man who has won the war. We've met, I say smoothly. I step forward. I extend a hand to Bryce. Hi, I'm OP Evelyn's partner. Bryce looks up from his phone. He looks at me. He looks at Tiffany. Wait, Bryce says. Is this the pizza guy you told me about? Tiffany looks like she wants to dissolve into the floor. Pizza guy? Evelyn asks. OP owns a construction firm. He used to deliver pizzas, Tiffany stammers. Like, years ago. 6 months ago, actually, I correct her. I put my arm around Evelyn's waist. I pull her close. But a lot can change in 6 months, right, Tiff? The silence is loud. Well, Evelyn says, sensing the nuclear tension, but not understanding the blast radius. Let's eat. Dinner is a bloodbath, not of yelling, but of slow, agonizing humiliation for Tiffany. Bryce is an idiot. He talks about Web3 and leverage, but clearly has no idea how money works. So, OP, Bryce says, chewing with his mouth open. You bang nails for a living? I build custom homes, I say. Actually, Evelyn and I are looking at investment properties to flip next year. Cute, Bryce says. I just bought a virtual island in the Metaverse for $50,000. Wow, I say. Can you live on it? No, it's digital assets, bro. You wouldn't get it. I guess not, I say. I prefer assets I can touch. I touch Evelyn's hand. She beams at me. Tiffany is staring at my wrist. She's staring at the Rolex. She's staring at the way Evelyn looks at me. She's staring at the fact that I'm not the slumped-over, tired boy she left. I'm confident. I'm happy. And I'm dating her mother. So, Mom, Tiffany interrupts. How did you guys meet? He built the gazebo, Evelyn says. And then, well, he fixed my heart, she giggles. Actual giggling. Tiffany looks like she's going to be sick. He's 24, Mom, Tiffany snaps. He's my age. Age is just a number, Bryce chimes in. Musk says we'll live to be 150 anyway. Thank you, Bryce. You accidental ally. Bryce is right, Evelyn says. Besides, OP is more mature than men twice his age. He treats me like a queen. He couldn't even afford rent 6 months ago, Tiffany yells. She slams her fork down. He's using you, Mom. He's a gold digger. The room goes quiet. Evelyn's face hardens. Excuse me? Evelyn says. Her voice is ice. He's a loser, Tiffany screams. I dumped him because he was a broke loser, and now he's wearing a Rolex and sleeping in your bed. It's sick. Evelyn stands up. She doesn't yell. She speaks very quietly. Tiffany, the only person who ever asked me for money in this relationship is you. OP insisted on paying for our first 3 dates. He buys the groceries. He fixes things around the house without me asking. He is a partner. You brought this child. She gestures to Bryce, who is checking crypto prices. To my house? You ignored me for 6 months, and now you insult the man who makes me happy? Get out. Tiffany gasps. Mom? Get out. Take your virtual island and get out. They leave. Tiffany is crying. Bryce is complaining that he's hungry. The door slams. Evelyn sits back down. She's shaking. I take her hand. I'm sorry, I say. I should have told you. Tiffany is the ex, the one who left me. Evelyn looks at me. I know, she says. I freeze. What? I figured it out, she says. A few weeks ago, you mentioned the crypto bro and the Model X. Tiffany posted a picture of that car on Instagram. And when I looked at her old photos, I saw you, in the background, looking happy. You knew? I ask. And you didn't say anything? I was waiting for you to say it, she says. But then I realized you weren't using me to get to her. You never asked about her. You never tried to see her. You were just with me. I am just with you, I say firmly. Good, she says. She picks up her wine glass. Because that was the most satisfying dinner of my life. We both start laughing. We laugh until we're crying. 2 months later, Tiffany is single. Apparently, Bryce lost liquidity when a coin crashed and had to sell the Tesla. She texted me last week. Hey, OP, I made a huge mistake. I miss us. Can we get coffee? I didn't reply. I was too busy. Evelyn and I were at the airport. We're going to Tulum, first class. I paid for the tickets. My business is booming. My girl is glowing. And I finally have that abundance mindset Tiffany was talking about. Turns out, the only thing holding me back was her.